Okay. All right. So once we had set up, or through our participatory design, we had a stab at what we wanted. Then we sent out to the members that had joined up, what did you most want now that you consider have something tangible? So we want you to have a go again. We're trying to be interactive in this technology, so you have to play with us. It's like, of all of those, which ones do you think they wanted most on the site? Just have a stab. I'm sorry you can't be anonymous. I think it would be better, but this is the technology. So you can type in again, or you can put it on the whiteboard. Do we want to put a whiteboard across?
I can put the whiteboard across. Didn't seem to work.
No. So,
community cultivation.
Okay. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so we're coming in. So we've got
settings. Access camera mode.
Oh, sorry. And those 9 categories there were based from Wenger's 9 communities categories.
Yeah.
For communities of practice.
So we've got access to expertise, we've got some votes around community cultivation, we've got relationships. Oh, I'm so glad you're going to see when you see our assumptions. All right, we so hope for that too. So in the end, it was content. 18 of the people who responded, the most responses came in content. So it was number 4. I don't know why we put 18. 18 is the number, but 4 was the area. They really just wanted, well, those people said they wanted to come along and access content. Now, what do you think they wanted least on the site?
Meetings.
1, meetings. 2, open-ended conversations. Another meeting.
All right, brilliant. Okay, you're on the money. Absolutely 0 said they wanted meetings. Nobody wanted to meet online through the site. So that was really quite interesting. We were originally setting it up with little group sites that they could have their own little meeting room and they could have their own document cabinet, and so creating closed groups. And so that really was quite a useful bit of feedback for us about what not to put up. As Thembi said, that is the number of staff against the orientations. Showing again 18 high on content, 0 for meetings.
And explaining what those areas are a bit more.
Yeah. So the ones that are high is individual participation, content, and then it drops really quickly down to, 4 people saying serving a context, access to expertise, and then again, relationships, open-ended conversations, and community cultivation. Sorry, Carolyn, 1 person. And again, just graphically, you can see the quick drop-off across those categories. And again, as Thembi, just to reiterate, those categories are meant to be a really large piece of research is identified. If you're trying to create a community of practice or a strategic knowledge network, those are supposedly the orientations that are most required, and you can play within those in terms of covering membership.
So at the same time we were trying to cultivate engagement, sort of around probably before we started asking them what they wanted, so we didn't realise that all they wanted was content. And there were lots of opportunities to engage and contribute to the network site. And although we did realise, they did say that they wanted content, we were still hopeful that they might move into a collaboration mode. So we had a burning issues section that they could post to. There were general discussion areas set up. There were featured ALTC project discussions, not quite similar to this. It wasn't through Adobe Connect or anything, but it was online in real time through discussion boards. There were wiki pages for the strategic projects which people were invited to join, one on viability and two on pedagogy. There were free registrations to conferences, group areas, and online surveys to do, all that sort of stuff. So there were lots of different hooks that we tried to use to bring about collaboration and engagement.
We also wanted to make sure that we were being both bottom-up and top-down, and we were being thoughtful around what the sector wanted and who we were trying to hook in with, because we got a lot of feedback from people who were running the Business Deans Network or the Law Network or the Education, that the Associate Deans were really under the wings, so to speak, of the Deans. So they seem to have a Deans, and so we sent an email out to all the Deans and asked them what their priorities were for the network. So what do you think? What would the Dean, a DVC or a PVC want us to focus on? Now, why did Robert say this is a contradiction?
Sure. Okay. Right, 6. Maybe 2. I don't think research something outside. Sorry?
Okay, yeah. So what have we got? 1 is research, 3 is curriculum innovation, and 8 is quality teaching. So, what's the answer? What's the answer? Curriculum. So they wanted
Curriculum innovation?
Yep.
And pathways, both internal and external.
And quality teaching was up there, so well done for that, and a lot industry engagement, and then viability in terms of keeping the creative arts alive.
Mm-hmm.
We also asked the heads of schools and deans, so have a go with what you think they might have wanted.
Pathways, industry engagement, viability.
Yeah. Okay, we're just waiting. Adam is curriculum innovation. Woohoo! Right, absolutely. Isn't it interesting? So go down into the heartland. The curriculum innovation, things that the heads and schools and program leaders have to deal with every day. And of course, who sits across that budget, bottom line? The heads. So, yep, viability, curriculum innovation, and then research and quality teaching and so on. So we found that really interesting, but it resonated, I think.